It's not just coronavirus that's beginning to spread rapidly around the world. Misinformation about the disease and how to help prevent it is also spreading. Jevin West is the director of the Center for an Informed Public at the University of Washington, and he teaches a course called Calling BS, Data Reasoning in the Digital World. Jevin, thanks so much for joining us. So people are anxious about this. They're seeking out information, and when something explodes into the media like this, does that leave us all more vulnerable to misinformation?
Yeah, I actually do think that it does leave us a little bit more vulnerable. And that's because we want up-to-date information. We want it up to the second. And that's when purveyors of misinformation are really on the hunt. They're out there, spreading rumors to make money. They're out there to spread propaganda. They're out there because some people think they actually do genuinely have the answer. And it's during crisis events like this coronavirus outbreak that we are more susceptible to this sort of thing.
Around coronavirus, what kind of misinformation are you seeing? What's the most concerning?
We're seeing, just from first glances, is rumors from everywhere. There's, of course, lots of rumors around the origin of this particular infectious disease. There's, of course, one of the most famous ones is that it came out of a Wuhan virology lab. Many scientists around the world, not just in China, have debunked that claim. I think it's a very dangerous claim as well. There's lots and lots of rumors about how to treat it if you get coronavirus, like drinking bleach or some new elixir that someone's selling or some vitamin. Really be aware of those kinds of things, like the magical fix and the sort of origin of this particular infectious disease. But there's rumors everywhere about anything, because during crisis events, you get these knowledge vacuums. And that's when all those that, have some crazy rumor, just sort of jump in and try to provide answers. So be aware of that.
What's the best way to spot misinformation? What's your best advice for knowing if something's not credible?
Well, I think first of all, it's times like this that we need to rely on those institutions that have many, many people working on this around the clock. And that's places like the World Health Organization, the CDC. And in terms of things that you see online, if you see something that sounds a little suspicious, usually you're right about that. If it sounds too bad to be true or too good to be true, if it evokes like an emotional response or, a real fear, I think those are the kinds of tweets to be aware of. But I would say another piece of advice is just to slow down during these crisis times and maybe wait one more day to get the most up-to-date information from the World Health Organization or CDC, rather than rely on some new rumor that you hear online.
Jevin West is the director of the Center for an Informed Public at the University of Washington. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Linda, and great talking.